with convection, and before that we have already done with convection. So conduction, convection, and now today is the time for radiation. Okay, so you are basically knowing that conduction and convection requires a medium through which heat will be transferred. Okay, but here now what we are going to read off is with radiation, and radiation does not require any medium to get the heat transfer. See children, whenever you sit in front of bonfire or like whenever you sit in front of fire, what happens? The warmth could be felt. Okay, why? Who is the carrier? Who is carrying the warmth? Basically, air is carrying the warmth from that fire to you, which gives you the warmth, which gives you the heat. Okay, but at the same time, you are knowing that heat is the medium through which it is getting, air is the medium through which it is getting converted or it is reaching us. Therefore, heat is not reaching us by conduction, okay, and it is not reaching us by convection also, because convection currents, as you are knowing, convection currents we are seeing, these currents they rise up. So it is not even travelling by conduction and not it is even travelling by convection. Okay, so by what is the heat reaching us? It is being reaching us by the process called as radiation. So this is what is the basic of radiation, children. See now what exactly is there? The energy is called as the radiant energy. Whatever energy is being taken up, that energy is called as the radiant energy. And just you have to remember that it does not require any medium for the molecules to get transferred or to shift from a hot object to a colder object. It does not require any kind of medium. And same way it goes on as the sun's heat. Okay, heat of the sun, as you are knowing, it is being radiated. Okay, it is reaching us because it is getting radiated to much extent. Okay, and as the temperature goes on higher, okay, as the temperature increases, what happens as the temperature increases? More amount of radiation takes place because more amount of heat is being taken up. Now we will see how the absorption of radiant heat basically takes place. Okay, you need to keep up in one thing in your mind, that it happens just like light. You have learned light last year. Okay, so absorption of radiant heat will happen just like light, and it will also happen at the same speed. You are knowing that whenever light it falls on an object, certain amount of it is absorbed, certain amount of heat is being absorbed, some amount of heat is being radiated, and at the same time certain amount of heat is being transmitted. Okay, same thing happens with radiation. In radiation also, when radiant heat reaches an object, what happens? It is partially absorbed and it is partially radiated. Okay, so it goes on in the same way just like light. Now, what you have to remember, that temperature which is there, which is increasing. What for it is increasing? Why is it increasing? It is increasing just because of the radiated heat. Okay, and this is being applied. This theme, or what I could say, this concept of radiation is being applied when we wear up with the clothes. Children, you are knowing that as winter is approaching, we don't wear with white clothes much. What we wear with dark clothes, or we wear with black clothes. Why? Because black objects, they absorb more heat and they radiate less amount of, more radiation is there with the black object, and that is why we every time prefer to wear dark colored clothes in winter, and at the same time we wear light colored clothes during summer season. Why? Because why is that reason? Because light colored clothes, there will be less radiation which will go on. Therefore, now we will see with the various applications of radiation. Application means where is the concept of radiation being used? That is what we are going to see now. As I told you right now, light colored clothes are worn in summers and dark colored clothes are worn in winters. And the basic reason is we wear this white clothes in summer because they absorb less radiant heat. They absorb less radiant heat and thus keeps our body cooler. At the same time, we wear dark colored clothes because they absorb more amount of heat. They absorb more amount of it and there is more radiation with the dark clothes. So this is one of the application. Now second application where radiation is used is electric room heaters. See children, you are knowing room heaters have been applied at many of the places to give us with the warmth inside the house. Okay, so they are even provided with a polished metal surface. Okay, these heaters are being provided with a polished metal surface. Where are they provided? Behind the heating element. Wherever the heating element is there, just behind that they are being provided with a polished metal surface, and this polished metal surface, what will it do? It will reflect almost all of the reflect, means will send it back all amount of the radiated heat from the heating surface that falls on it, and therefore maximum amount of heat could be felt in the room, or it makes a room heater more effective. So second application is of electric room heater. Now third one is cooking utensils. You are knowing that many of the outer coatings of the utensils are painted black. You must have observed. With the same concept, because when they are painted black, they will radiate more heat, they will absorb more heat and will help in cooking all the this cooking of the food in a much faster way. And therefore the outer coating of the utensils is mostly done in dark colors, or it is mostly painted black. Okay. Now next is even refrigerators. Okay. So the back of the refrigerators, they are colored dull black. Why? Because when they are colored dull black, they will, what they will do? They will radiate more amount of radiations will be taken, more, they will radiate more heat, and at the same time will help in keeping the food inside the refrigerator cooler and will not provide it with heat. Okay. Last is electric hot plates. You are already knowing electric hot plates. These hot plates are normally colored outer. You must have never seen a white electric hot plate. They are almost colored black for the same reason that they radiate maximum amount of heat. Understood children with the applications where the radiation is used. Now next concept what we are going to deal of today is of thermoflask. Okay, what is thermoflask? Thermoflask is nothing but many of you are having those bottles, steel bottles. That is nothing but the thermoflask only. Okay, and what does this thermoflask do? They help in preventing the loss of heat. Heat will not be lost, and if the water which is kept inside those thermoflasks is hot, it will remain hot for much longer time. If the water inside it is cold, it will remain cold inside it. Okay, this you must have already observed, and that is why we purchase it, to keep the water either warm. Most of the time we purchase it to keep the water cold. Okay, so why? Because it will help in preventing the loss of heat. Okay, now we will see how actually this thermoflask keeps on working. Okay, see, this thermoflask is basically the thing which will keep anything inside this flask either hot or cold, whatever you require. Okay, it is basically a vacuum flask. Vacuum is developed and is double coated one, double walled. Okay, and a vacuum flask is double coated one. At the same time, you are knowing it is either made up of metal. It is inside part of this is either made up of metal or it is made up of glass. And the narrow region of this is this one. It is evacuated of air, means air is removed out of it and then it is sealed with a stopper or whatever is, it is being closed. Okay, it doesn't allow any air to pass into it. At the same time, if you will have observed, the walls of this vessels, they are silvered colored. Okay, they are silvered. Okay, silver metal is being used for its coating. Okay, now whatever vessel is there, now this is being put up into a container or into a one which is either made up of, it is most of the time made up of a metallic case. Okay, and this metallic case is separated from the inner vessel. If you can see, this is inner inner vessel and this is metallic case. It is always separated from the with the help of a cork. Why cork is used? Because cork will prevent the glass vessel from breaking. This inside part which is made up of glass will not be broken because of this cork, and therefore in between these two a cork is being provided. Okay. Now the mouth of the vessel, as you are knowing, it is being closed with the help of a stopper. Okay, and the vacuum between the two glass vessels of the thermoflask reduces. Okay, and whatever vacuum is there, it reduces because of conduction or because of convection, and this is because both conduction and convection, as you are knowing, requires a medium to for the transfer of heat. Okay, and thus the silver surfaces reflects the heat black, and whatever is this surface being covered colored in silver, it will reflect the heat and won't allow the heat to get absorbed. So children, this is basic concept of thermoflask for keeping the material either hot or for keeping the material cold. Okay, this is the end of the lesson of our 6th lesson. I have already sent you with question answers yesterday. Do complete it and hope you remember on 9th of December. Surely on 9th only. After that copies will not be accepted. On 9th of December you have to submit your activities as well as your notebooks fully covered and fully completed as well. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.